All right, so fun-filled newbie here, hosting the get together. All right, well, let's get going with it. Let me pull up what I've got to look at. So I'm going to shrink this browser. I'll tell you what, Mr. Chris, you want to kick it off first while I get this pulled up here? What do you, well, let's see.
And the idea here is we're all going to essentially start the 10-minute discussion regarding question one, right? Is that
yes.
okay? Okay. Yeah, so
There we go.
uh
All right, so on the question one of the report about the author providing the four suggestions from that section of a more effective and inclusive model for AI, determining the recommendation that may be the most feasible or easiest. Um, well, let's see. Well, with you, Mr. Chris, what you were stating in yours at the workplace, what are your ideas for that, or how y'all may already do it, or it could be done?
I mean of the four suggestions that were offered, creating space and time for social connection, making tech and non-tech teams collaborate, uh developing your own leadership skills, or rewarding workers for being human. I, in my opinion, the rewarding workers for being human to be the most feasible and easiest to implement. Um,
Yeah,
when you're asking your employees to collaborate alongside with AI, I believe rewarding the workers for being human and celebrating wins is a must. Um, Providing your staff with the acknowledgement they want to hear and deserve instead of giving all the credit to AI is crucial to long-term success of any organization. Um, I mean, any employee receiving acknowledgement, right, is um, a huge for anyone, and I think it's not too much to for the for the managers, supervisors to uh, implement
yeah,
acknowledgement
absolutely.
and rewards.
Um, yeah, I was right there with you. I believe in my write up there, I had something similar. I was thinking about what we do. Again, in my field of transportation, even between two different employers. Um, we have quarterly meetings where we get together, and then we also have two annual, more leisure get-togethers for pretty much just kind of celebration reward where people are acknowledged, for what outstanding achievements that they did, and we even have drawings and prizes and things. And of course, it's all catered and all this. No, no. Yeah, I'm just hoping this continues to work. We're doing well here. So I'm right on board with you. Um, let's see. I was saying that so we've already been implementing AI with not only civilian like vehicles, but then of course with the commercial vehicles, the big rigs, and whether it's the commercial units or the passenger haulers. Um, and we have IT tech teams, IT department, they come in, and we have meetings through operations management about how this works, even with dispatch, doing our routes. Then, of course, even when we have people, like I mentioned, with the NSA, they're coming in around the world. We actually tie in their flights that they're actively tracked through the airport in Memphis to tie in with when we need to dispatch our drivers. And then, of course, we have 8 different ways to get from either the airport to the base or other, places we may take them, and then across to other bases. Um, within the southeast area of the country. Uh, see, so we like that because we can also stress. There you are. Welcome back, Miss Martha.
Apparently, I accidentally clicked stop video and didn't even know that I did
Yeah,
because I didn't move my mouse, but
yeah, it
whatever.
happens. Absolutely. So yeah, and then as far as the drivers, we bring them in, and even if we have to do more than one meeting, depending on the group size, because obviously with the school system we have over 200 and something drivers, and we try to divide them up in different meetings, and we'll present how these new AIs are working, like the school buses now, and also the Navy buses. They're they're already got AI on them.
Hmm.
They even report directly to us in operations if the buses have malfunctions, or obviously if the driver is excessively speeding. They're even tied in with cameras, all digital, and we share this with the employees. And that's why I thought this is something that you can surely easily do if possible. And if it's not something in-house with your company, we do, which I'm sure others have with the programs that we use. They'll Zoom, or we do other, ways of communicating. It's called a CAT program. But anyways, so that and the rewards. Yeah, I thought that those were two great combinations. How about you, Miss Martha? Because you're in the medical field, right?
No, I'm in education. Um,
Education. Oh, okay.
yeah,
Well,
so currently in higher education, um, uh, I'm in HR, and before I was in higher education, I taught K kindergarten through eighth grade students who were learning English as a second language, so the non-native speakers. So
oh
for
wow.
us, the biggest
Yeah.
thing with any sort of like artificial intelligence type thing would be like in my case when I was teaching, we did a lot of interactive type things with videos and stuff that people had created. It wasn't necessarily um, AI in that we kind of you type in something and it answers a question back, and
Yeah.
that because we didn't have that yet. I
Right.
left in when did I leave? 22. I left in 2022. So I had never, at that point, I'd never heard of Copilot. I'd never heard of, Chat GPT and those things because
Yeah.
that would have been really great to integrate into it because your students could have, asked it different questions and, and said, can you answer this question in English? But now also it would have helped them. Well, I shouldn't say help them learn English. It would have, some of them probably would have just used it to answer their homework and things like that without actually thinking. So I think in that
Yeah.
aspect, it would not necessarily have helped us as teachers, but it would have helped the students on their end. And that, but I did use like different videos and that where they could play games and stuff. And so it was based on what it built upon their knowledge as they played the games for English and things like that. But I think as a former teacher, what AI could have done or still could do for teachers is things like creating data spreadsheets, because that data is the name of the game when you're in K-12. It's all about the data. Did you get enough data points on this student to say, hey, this student is not should not be passing. They should be held back. Do you have enough data points on this student to recommend them for special education? It's all about data, 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 data. So AI could definitely help you with that. And, creating spreadsheets. You type in the numbers, give me a spreadsheet, kind of thing. And with K-12, same thing. It's not necessarily as data driven on my end because I'm in HR. The data we get is what new employees give us. So I'm not really sure yet how it could help us in that aspect. But I'm trying to think of how it really could help us with that, because they can't. AI, I don't think at this point can look up somebody's social per se and verify it that that is who they say they are. I mean, it'd be nice if they could, but I don't think they can, because I don't think they have access to that. Now, I do have a way to verify I-9 documents and everything. And I'm sorry if y'all hear the dogs barking.
That's okay.
Background.
They're
They're not
riveted
happy.
by the discussion. Yeah.
They're not happy. Mine are not happy that I'm not with them, and my mom's dog is not happy because they're running around somewhere. I'm completely upstairs in a different part of the house, but my mom's little dog is the one that's barking. But I think when it comes to artificial intelligence, it definitely can help in the future as we learn more about ways to adjust it for our specific needs in education, whether it's as a teacher or, in my case, in human resources and things like that. So I just think it hasn't quite gotten there yet to the end users. Maybe it may be the ones who are working on the back end and developing and programming and things like that, but it just hasn't we haven't figured out how to use it yet that way. So
yeah, well, everything's a work in progress.
yeah.
How about you, Mr. Chris? In your field, do y'all utilize AI?
Yeah, a couple different ways. I mean, my current employer is Radiology Partners. They're like an medical imaging company. They own practices all over the place, including in Tennessee. But yeah, I mean, we on the finance and accounting side, we implemented new ERP systems and whatnot to help automate some things in our world. But from the physician's side of things, they've used AI heavily, so they typically would read and interpret an image of some kind or a scan, and now they have AI that is basically completing that process for them and spitting out a report, generating a report for the end user.
Please tell me the doctor still goes behind and checks the report.
Yeah, they do. I mean, there's still a lot of testing going on there, right? But I mean, essentially what they've found is that there's instances where the doctors have missed things, and then there's instances where AI has missed things, right? So they've found that the best practice going forward is to use both side by side, and essentially, there's no chance that physicians, doctors would ever be replaced in that regard, and it's found to be better to work alongside rather than any sort of replacement.
I agree with either way, feel free to reach out. We have less than half a minute left. It's going to cut us off. Thank you, Chris, everything you're doing. Thank you, Miss Martha. Bless you and good luck. Hang in there with us.
It'll all work out.
Well, again, thank you all very much, and I hope you have a good evening.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.